I wish that we should not live to impress people, because you have only one life to live. Every failure that you have ever gone through is not going to define you. It's not your final story. Life is full of opportunities. It's like an open book. You keep opening it up. Today you could have failed. You're on number 1 page. There is a second one. There is the middle page, and then there's the end. Just keep rising. Keep walking. Keep moving. Don't judge people based on other people's opinion of them, because you have not had a chance to know them. How I wish you could take your time to know them. How I wish you could have time to talk to people so that you may know their reality. Because they could have failed today, but failure is not going to be the final story. I'm telling you, life is full of challenges. But of the mature ones are the ones who will rise up against all odds, and they become something that they ever admired to be. Because if we didn't have challenges, our life wouldn't progress, it wouldn't develop. Because through challenges, that is how we can develop ourselves. Don't live under pressure. That I've seen people have done this, they have done the other, they have done this, they're cruising cool cars. Others are faking their lives, guys. So don't live under pressure. Live for you. Because I'm telling you, the grass looks greener in the neighbor's compound. But sometimes what you have is more meaningful than that which you're seeing from far. Understand your story. Know where you're coming from. And don't compare yourself to other people, because you do not know their story. And other than prejudging people, I would rather we understand people's stories, because sometimes some other people, they would want to tell you how best you should be running your life. To your surprise, sometimes you're even managing and you're handling your life better than they are doing on their behalf. But yet they would want to still lecture you on how you should run your life, on how you should be doing your own things. I told you time without numbers. Don't live under pressure. Don't live to impress people, because people have got a right to their opinion. And you choose what you want to dwell on. You choose what you want to believe on. That is the thing. Sometimes people will start talking about you at your job place because you're dedicating yourself, you are embracing the job, you are loving your job, you're doing everything you can to make sure that you're the best at that workplace, but they will find reasons to belittle you, to talk hell about you, just so that you are losing the focus on how best you can always progress on doing that job that you're doing. And they do not understand your story. Perhaps you lost your previous job based on laziness. Perhaps you've taken so long to get that new job after the previous one you had lost. You took quite a number of years without having no job. And you didn't have actually money to buy food. You didn't have money to support your family. And so now you have a new job, you are really doing your best, but people will find reasons to still belittle you, to talk hell about you, so that you become lazy and you run according to their pace. And they don't understand your story. Sometimes we are there and we are talking about people. I wouldn't, if I were him, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't do that. But we don't understand your story. How I wish we could understand your story, because then that is how we can be able to know you much better. The many young girls who have raped and defiled at a very tender age, surprisingly, even by the people who are closest to them, by their own fathers, their own siblings, their own uncles and cousins, people they expected to protect them, to care for them, to love them, to guide them through. But yet they were disappointed. Think about the pain. Think about the trauma. Think about that heartache that they had to go through. And here you are, you want to prejudge them. If only you knew their stories, you would be more understanding, you would be more loving, you would be more caring about them. Because life is a teacher, and it offers to us lessons on different occasions, different places, and all that we have got to undertake is to learn. Nobody knows it all. There's no Mr. Right. People have got a right to their opinion. They will suggest a lot of ideas. They will bring here whatever they want to bring, but you have the right to choose what you want to do with your life. And you are the CEO of your life. You don't want to live under pressure from other people, but just move on with your life and understand that you will only live on that day when you are able to help one another. On that day that when you realize that it's about unity that will bring us together and we can achieve more together. Not by talking bad about people. But how do I make sure that I talk bad about you so that I feel better about myself? I would rather we be more understanding. I would rather we be more loving. I would rather we be the people who are going to be history makers. Together we can achieve. Together we can do more. Thank you so much, ladies and gents.